My finest work. Ah!
Well, Alliance still make something happen with it, though. It looks like they're making the jump in. Bulldog just flying up and over. Three-man stun. Thug, beautiful stun connection. The turnaround is going to be Skylar with a two-man chrono. They're going to try to burst down the Wisp. They will be able to get it, but the cores muscle forward, and they're going to be able to finish off the Oracle. Now they're looking for Thug. Alliance with numbers on their side. Look to rush down the big behemoth here, and he is just slowed and gooed, tossed up and down, and he gets shredded. Tried to get off any sort of potential suicide, but it's not going to be there. Skylark's going to be the follow-up. Madar gets back into the action, but now he's going to get hog-tied up, and this will lead to an Alliance 5-man wipe if they can get the finish, but he actually manages to get the time-lapse off, and Sakuchi's back. They see him now, and they look to go for him, but it looks like Alliance might have to settle for the 4 instead. But was that a buyback on the Any sort of potential counter Roche play? This choke point works very nicely for something like an Earth Splitter. Bulldog sidestep is going to be popping the Lincolns. Madar very low. Backing away here, but you're right, he used the lasso and not the force staff on that Lincoln, so it's going to be wasted. EGM gets targeted with the Crow, they try to burst him down, but they can't do enough. EGM's going to be able to tether away, and he's good. Meanwhile, Thug up in arms with S4. First one to hit the deck is going to be the Oracle, and now Alliance begin their invade. Skylark, the gatekeeper of the high ground here, not going to allow him to head up the path, while Madar, Thug, and company make to work with Loda. Loda actually getting the better of it, while back on the other side, it's Skylark who's going to be isolated out on the right-hand front. They are up in arms, back in the mid. We can see it's Alliance who swarm around the Madara Weaver, and they'll finish him off. Meanwhile, up and over, it's Spartan and Skylark desperate to try to get Bulldog, but they're not going to get it. It's S4 who rotates in, will be there for his buddy, and Alliance sweep through another wonderful team fight, and they are going to be on the up and up. Now 18-10, and maybe it will finally be time, round 3, to finish off this Roche. It's going to be the tanky one in the front lines. No ages for him, though, so it can't overextend too much. S4, though, jump in, toss back for Thug, straight into a stun connection, but that's going to be the Skylark counterplay. Looks to get the good chrono, it catches 2, but Madar alone is not going to do enough damage to be able to get any sort of cleanup play. Thug healed up nicely, though, with the help of the False Promise and his Mythical Rage. We'll get him back to full. Meanwhile, Skylark, brief jump away to avoid the damage of the Death Ward, and now Chaos breaks out. Finem look to isolate Loda. He is going to be a real tough cookie to crack, and he is on pursuit for Madar. Meanwhile, S4 is going to be able to isolate and fish off Skylark. Loda very low. It's just taking too much time, and Thug is still not going to be able to get him. Beautiful force, sends him to the high ground. Wonderful play from Bulldog. Thug saved up in the meantime from the Fates, from the False Promise, from the Fates Edict, actually. Whew. Crazy fight there, and we're not done yet. Bulldog's got a new lasso, pull back onto the maybe next time support, and Alliance will take yet another big fight their way. Bulldog happy about this one, barrel rolling his way into what he feels like will be an easy game 1. Buyback is going to be forced out from the Thug Alchemist, but here comes Alliance on the mid lane.
Loda got so low, like you said, beautiful 4-step from Bulldog, pushing him up onto that high ground. And this is the opportunity that they needed for Alliance. Like, again, just felt like a bit of missed synergy coming out from Finem during that engagement, during that team fight. And they try to go again. So, oh yeah, something, I can't believe I didn't comment on this during the draft, but time dilation, they picked Bristleback into the void.
Oh my god, Alliance are actually heading towards the top lane, while Skylark, no, not going to be able to get the connection, but it actually will be on EGM. I missaw that. EGM does go down. This could be a wonderful start for Finem, and they quickly clean up the following support here.
Racks, though.
But yeah, Alliance inside the base, S4 whopping down these racks. Finem persistent, though, on getting the flank play, but it looks like they are able to snag up the Skylark Faceless Void. Thug makes his move in, but it looks like he'll be the one stunned up. Madara going to be going down. He does have a buyback. Might need to use it here to help his buddy in crime, Thug. Thug is going to get hit up with a False Promise as he tries to Chemical Rage his way back into this. Will heal up promptly. And Alliance do decide to double back. They already got what they needed from this lane, but
for the trade.
They are not going to get it. Look at him. He is running. He's going for the Megas here. If Alliance can stall out this fight in the top lane, they will get exactly what they need. And there he is, S4 in the base. Will force out the buyback. Oracle, I don't think you could do it alone. Meanwhile, Thug is able to get the finish, takes down Loda. S4 will be forced to withdraw, but he gets the 1 Rax, and now it's just one more. Make a fight happen here and make the game win.
They got S4 in the chrono. There's no relocate to bail him out.
Oh my goodness, can they take him down in time? He will have enough money, it looks like, for possibly a buyback, and he will. 90 seconds, he'll be put in the sidelines otherwise, but here they come, at Finem here. Full desperation mode for them. Can they make it happen here? Into the high ground they go, and Alchemist begins to chunk down this tier 3. Their base, in the meantime, still safe, but can they do enough to kind of just breach and get in to the Alliance fort. S4 now going to be forced to buy back here. Bulldog makes his move. BK beat up, grabs a hold of Thug, tries to pull back. Oh, it actually looks to go for Skylark, but he gets the false promise and he will be saved. Thug in the meantime looks to go for Loda. Loda, his eyes are on the prize. He's going to get Oracle and finish him off here. And Alliance are going to be able to keep him backing away. And as you mentioned, that last Rax did go down. It's Megas at Finem. If they don't get this fight, they don't get this game. Alliance, though, it looks like they are going to be able to do it. They make their move for Madara, and, well, Madara looks like he'll be able to creep his way out from the trouble. Thug makes his move for Ake. Ooh, Ake gets the Ghost Scepter off. Will live, but not so lucky there for Bulldog. But it's not looking so good. In the end, buybacks begin to come out from Alliance. They know that the game is theirs. If they can just simply take this fight, and it looks like they may, they make their move for Madara. He's out of the game for 90 seconds without a buyback. Thug, their other last hope of a core, about to fall, and it looks like he will be dropped. 100 seconds, does have a buyback, uses it immediately to help keep the pressure out of their base, but I think that might have been it, Fog. That was
the damage is done.
The final hurrah for Advenom. 35 seconds if he had hopes of joining in for this final fight, but it doesn't look like he will be able to. And now Alliance can just bully back Advenom towards their fountain and try to go for the tier 4s. Not if Thug has anything to say about it. Spartan, unfortunately, though, will be caught out by Loda and his Abyssal. Gets locked down. False Promise will be able to keep him alive inside the fountain so he can fight on for another day. Thug, not able to save one of his tier 4s. Makes his move for S4, but now gets caught between 4 here. He's just trying to isolate EGM, but he's not going to get that. Bulldog gets a lasso, but then Skylark jumps in, gets a nice 3-man chrono here. Loaded, though, makes his move for Thug right on the backhand side, and that's going to be the end of him. But just as he falls, Madara comes up, but that will be game. A hard, resilient fight from the Greeks, but Alliance, they do it, and they will take game number 1.
Not going to be ready for this.
Let's see, Skylark, oh, he's still lingering around. This seems to be an easy pickoff. He waits once, waits twice, will be able to get the skewer all the way back and straight into his smoke screen here. Tricks of the trade will help clean that one up. Spartan shows up with the boulder smash, but could find himself in quick trouble. Gets the magnetize off first, but will only be a little bit of lingering magic damage. Can Madara get in and find some sort of double man chrono to help clean things up? Oh, he's kind of cut between 2. Blind man stun is going to be off the mark. Madara jumps through, but still can't find Loda. Moves through. Is that a cat ward? Still can't find him. Turns the corner. Looks like Alliance have been able to slip totally away from this.
Yeah, and
eventually,
another one.
Yeah, they get their own re-engagement. Beautiful skewer back into a Blade Fury. Gets 1, almost gets 2. Madara will be able to time walk away to get a lot of that HP back, but he will survive. Alliance, though, 2 kills all day.
Very heavily far behind, and they're playing into a lineup that scales not even just like exponentially, but in more of a factor than that on the side of Alliance, where they have 3 heroes that benefit heavily from Empower with a max Empower.
And Finem are coming by here. Alliance haven't been able to finish the rows. Whoa, quick burst from the TA. Will be able to finish off Ake. Alliance could be in a bit of an awkward position here.
RP on the ready, though.
Yep, and Chrono is not. So roll forward. Spartan dishes up the magnetize between 2. Gets the boulder smash off. That will prevent S4 from being able to be a good blinking position. Walks through. Magnetize will reset. They're trying their best to be able to get at least EGM bursted down. He's dropping every stone he can to be able to get it done. That, connected through, almost got EGM, but it's not going to be enough. Oh, Vacuum will bring Bulldog up and right on top of a wall up and above. The Chrono locks him down.
Teammate.
Oh no, just locking the Bulldog, and of course, maybe next time Lion's not going to be enough, but with Bulldog still trapped on the high ground, Madara joins him, and he's just in a continuous battle with himself.
Oh, instant Hex by maybe next time.
But that Hex stops anything from having as a follow-up from Alliance. They still can't get him down. They finally will finish him off. It is going to be Darkseer who gets the credit because of the wall. Turns into a 2-for-1, man. Advenom doing their damnedest to keep him alive. But there's going to be the burst. They finally finish out the Lion. And here comes Spartan back for round number 2. Boulder Smash Silence onto S4. Madara leaps in for the follow-up play. Can they stop him from making it out? He's just going to commit the RP.
He's going to die anyway.
And boom!
Holy
They'll
crap.
be able to finish him off.
The
What a wonderful
curse
comeback here from Advenom. And look at this. They'll sweep in to hopefully get the finish. But look at this EGM. They don't have a sentry. Oh, God. He's got to be careful. The Cyblade damage. Oh, they finished him off
God.
anyways. They died the Roche Pit. Oh, no.
Oh my God. This is unbelievable.
Oh, no.
I
Can't find the commitment yet for the Chrono. Does go.
He gets
Catches 2. S4 and Bulldog. They decide to go for Bulldog instead. Can they burst him down in time? He's taking a lot of damage, but they can't finish him off yet. Vacuum right on the wall. RP has the counterplay. And my God, look at the damage fly up from Loda. Ultra kill by him as he wipes out 4. Oh my goodness, Alliance say, don't you dare.
All right, Battle Fury paying off instantly.
Whoa!
Leap down.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. Everyone on the side of Finem basically died instantly.
Mega hype fight though, and now Alliance are going to be able to just put their assault in.
No Chrono, no Earth Spirit ultimate.
Nah.
All they have is Lion
No
Finger.
wall, nothing. All of their true high ground defense potential is just gone, and this could be racks for Alliance, and one game away from at least securing wild card here at TI, securing at least a trip to Seattle. It looks like they'll take their racks and they'll quickly walk back in away here. Madar jumps right in. Smokescreen already set up. There's going to be the silence though. Keeps him safe. Boulder smash forward. Blocks Loda, but very hesitant at Finem, knowing that they are a bit short on ammunition as far as what ultimates they can work with here. There's going to be the Magnetize from Spartan. Loda could be going down, but that would be just, of course, his Aegis. Meanwhile, they set scores. Poor Ake, who had been shoved into a hurt locker the most of this game, will be going down once more. Nice boulder smash, vacuum wall combo, but really not everything. Okay,
Oh,
there's a chrono. Big chrono
No
catch,
damage though,
but
no follow-up.
Yeah, they can't get the follow for Loda, and the Bear is able to isolate Thug and keep him back in that bay. So Alliance are going to be good. And now they'll re-engage, skewer a bit off the mark, but they'll finally finish off the line, and they're going to be down a man now. And Alliance can just move in for a second set of racks, and down south they go.
Yeah, now their ultimates are up. They have the Omni Slash with the Empower and the Battle Fury. They have the Magnus with the RP. And they're just getting a lot of economy from this too. They're all getting super rich from taking out these buildings and these Raxes.
Oh man. Nice little Blade Fury will avoid the stun, but once Loda hits that R button, it
There
could
it
be
is.
disaster.
Three-man
Boom,
RP,
boom,
and they're all
boom, boom, boom.
Yeah,
See you later.
Yep.
And that will be game. Alliance move on to the next round. They will be going to Seattle, at least in the wild card, but they have made it into the finals of this playoff. Wonderful showing.
We actually had some really cool team fights in this
Yeah,
game.
that was awesome.
It did seem like it was a bit one-sided, but still there was like 2 or 3 team fights in this game which were actually beautiful to watch, and just in the way that they ended up happening. Of course, Alliance prevails, picking a very safe and standard lineup. The only thing that was kind of a bit of a change-up was the Rikimaru, in my opinion, but